Hi, this is Marie Conser, real estate broker in Oregon, and my guest today is Tim McBratney. Tim,
Hello.
welcome.
Hey, nice to see you.
So, Tim, who works with Pacific Residential Mortgage, is going to talk to us about the interest rates, predictions, forecast for 2021, and the loan limits. So, take it away.
Fantastic. Yeah, Tim McBratney with Pacific Residential Mortgage here. Work closely with Marie and her clients, and we've had some discussions about interest rates and what the forecasts are for 2021. Rates are low predominantly in 2020 due to COVID, slowing the economy down, which has reduced the risk of inflation. And I think the consensus from the prognosticators is that they're going to remain low. It's certainly going to take a while to come out of the COVID malaise and get the economy back up and running. And I'd say the new administration coming in is, it has talked about raising interest rates, which again is probably going to dampen the economy somewhat. So that will keep rates low. We start to see rates rise or increase when the economy starts booming, and inflation is an absolute killer to interest rates. So there's very little threat of that at the moment. And we foresee that same thing going through 2021. And if you've been paying attention, the Federal Reserve has talked about keeping overnight lending rates the same for 2 to 3 years through 2023. So again, another indicator that rates are predicted to remain low going forward.
Well, that's good news for home buyers or
Absolutely.
people refinancing. We saw the interest rates go down quite a bit actually in the past year. Do you foresee that some of those very low rates will be repeated in 2021, or do you think it will stay closer to 3?
Well, that's hard to predict if you're getting that fine-tuned. I would be surprised if we get much lower than we did in 2020.
Okay.
Again, as the economy starts to heat up with the new vaccine and hopefully get people back to work and things humming again. So I'd be surprised.
Okay. Now, with a new year also comes new loan limits, typically. So let's address that. This is the Fannie Mae letter to lenders.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it on your screen, Tim?
Yes, I can.
Think of it a little bit?
Yes, I can. So these are the new conforming loan limits going forward. And for you that are new to the mortgage market, what they mean by conforming is those are loans that are purchased by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. And they look at really the median home price over the past year and determine what the new limit can be based on that median price. And so as we have unfortunately seen home prices rise during the last year pretty significantly, the mortgage limits have risen along with them. So we have bumped up from $510,000 for a single family home, clear up to $548,250.
Right, it's that first number here. But if you buy a duplex or a triplex, those are the following numbers, yes?
Absolutely. Yep. There are exceptions in Alaska, Guam, and Hawaii. We actually have some individuals at our company that are licensed in those states. So if you are looking to buy in those areas or refinance, please give us a call as well, Pacific Residential Mortgage. One thing that's really important about the conforming loan limits that you should know is that anything above that $548,251 is considered a jumbo loan. And those are financed privately. So private investors, big, large banks and corporations that pool their money to buy large loans. That market really went astray during COVID. And those rates have not been as competitive as conforming loan limits. So we are actually doing a lot of combination loans. We'll do a $548,000 first mortgage and adding a second mortgage on top of it and still beating the jumbo rate. So
wow.
Oftentimes if we can avoid a jumbo, we're trying to do that. So just FYI, if you can keep your loan to 548 or below, you're going to really have very attractive rates. And we've locked many people in this year in the 2s. So the mid to high twos. Right now, we are probably closer to 3. We've had a little bit of a correction lately, but those rates are, I've been as a lender for nearly 40 years. It'll be 39 years this month. And
But
I've never
who's
seen things
counting?
like this. Pardon me?
But who's counting?
Exactly. Yeah. I started when I was 4, but other than that.
So Tim, you're bringing a good point. I think what I'm hearing you say is that when a buyer is looking to purchase in this very fast-paced, very competitive, we see multiple offers pretty much in all price points market, it is very important to have this conversation before submitting the offer, having a solid pre-approval, understanding your options. So when you submit an offer, you understand what kind of financing you will attach to that purchase.
Absolutely.
There will
Yeah,
be options.
having not just a conversation, but actually letting us verify income, assets to close, credit, et cetera, so that we have a really solid pre-approval going forward.
Right.
And oftentimes we'll speak with the listing agent. So if you write an offer on a home you see that's listed by XYZ Real Estate, we'll talk to them as well. And they appreciate having a veteran loan officer that knows the business and knows qualifying very well. So that's important and really super strong to get that.
Yes, and speaking for myself, I actually appreciate having a local lender, not only for understanding the specificities of this market, but also being able to see this person or connect with this person over the phone immediately in our time zone. It is very, very important in some situations where everything goes smoothly and then you hit a little bit of a hiccup, and having that local individual understanding the local specificities of this county or this town or whatever, the city, it's critical. So partnering with a local lender is key. Having that local lender reach out to the seller's agent is one of the tools that I use to help my clients win in bidding wars. There are other tools that at my disposal as well that I like to use, can be specific to the client or the property. So, but very important to make that first step, understanding what kind of rate you can qualify for, how to structure the purchase for it to work for you and for the purchase. So thank you so much, Tim.
My pleasure.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I think on the other side of that same coin is also have a very experienced and qualified real estate agent that is going to present your offer in the most beneficial way, a professional that's respected in the industry, and that's going to really help you really get the home that you want, especially if you're competing with many, many offers. They're going to want to know that you're working with an experienced agent.
Oh yes, multiple offers is pretty much very frequent, and one of my last ones with the highest number of offers was 25. And it was a high price point. So 25 offers and my clients won. So yes, it's super important to have all of those, your team ready to fight for you. Thank you so much, Tim.
My pleasure.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.